Okay guys, in the previous class we have designed landing page. In this class we are going to apply JavaScript to our page to bring the functionality of our landing page. So functionality mean in this class we exactly utilize our action button to redirect to a new page, what we call home page or web conferencing page. Okay, so let's go to our action.html page, and just right after this footer we will create a script tag, and in this script tag first we'll load our JavaScript jQuery library. Okay, so here we will use the CDN http://code.jquery.com/jQuery 3.6.0.min.js. Okay, so this is the jQuery CDN from jQuery.com. Next, we'll create a script tag for custom script. So first we'll initialize jQuery library to our file, and we'll initialize by writing function, and then it will run just right after loading of the page. And first what we'll do, here we can see go live. So either you can see the preview by right clicking on the file and click on open with live server. This is the one option, and another option or alternative option is to click on this go live tab button. Whenever you click on this button, the page will be previewed in browser in 5500 port under this local host IP address. So here we will enable the functionality of this button. This new meeting and a start a meeting, both button will work same. On the other hand, whenever we click on the join the meeting button, then this input field will be focused, and right after giving a meeting code and click on the join button, the page will be redirected to web conferencing homepage. So exactly we'll do that. So first we'll create the functionality. When a user click on the join the meeting button, the input field will be focused. So go to the action.html and just write document dot on click. So which is the button here? The button here is the join the meeting. So here is this join the meeting, and here we'll use a custom class join meeting to select or identify the button. So just copy it, and in double inverted we'll select the class, then we'll run the function, and here we will make the input field focus. So here we have not set any class yet, so declare a class, enter code, and just copy this class name and get the class, and then use jQuery focus to focus on the input field. Okay, so let's test it. Click on the join the meeting button, and here you can see the input field is now in focus. Okay, now we are going to create functionality to get the meeting code and set it to the URL in a parameter meeting ID and redirect to a home page or a web conferencing page just right after clicking on the join button. Okay, let's activate the functionality. So here we will set a class in the join text. So here write join action. So take the class from here, copy it and duplicate it. Here we will specify the class name join action. And whenever we click on the join action, first what we'll do, we'll take the enter code value and store in a variable join value. So here we declare the variable join value and get the enter code class input field value. Okay, so here's the input field. This is, so whenever I click on the join action, then it will take the input value from this enter code class or this input field and store in this join value variable. Next, what we'll do, we'll declare a variable meeting URL and store URL to this meeting URL. So first get the origin, window.location.origin. So here origin something like this, https://facebook.com. So I hope you got it. So this code will fetch the URL origin something like this from address bar. Then what we'll do, we'll concatenate a parameter named meeting ID with this question mark. As you know, we declare parameter with a question mark just right after origin, and then equal to, we'll concatenate the join value. Here's the join value. We don't need this double inverted. Okay, so here you got the meeting URL. Then what we'll do, we'll use JavaScript replace function to replace or redirect to our meeting URL. So here we'll write window.location.replace. So replace current URL with this meeting URL. Save it. Now let's input a code here. You can see and click on the join. And here you can see our URL have replaced or we redirect in a new page with the parameter ID, meeting ID, this 3434, whatever meeting ID we have given into the input field. And this redirect to the index.html page. There is no specific page name here. That means it is the default page of our project, index.html page. So the page is blank. There's that's why there is nothing you can see right now. So we'll move to our action.html page. Okay, so you have created the functionality to join in an existing meeting. Now we are going to create functionality to create or host a new meeting, and it is very easy to do. So just right after the code, we just duplicate it, and we'll use same class for this two button. Okay, the class name is new meeting. Okay, so just place here a class new meeting, and same class will assign for this button, and here it is, new meeting. Okay, this button, in this button. Okay, so now we will specify the class here, new meeting. Whenever you click on the new meeting, then we don't need to get any value. We will just specify this meeting URL, but we need to assign a new meeting ID in this area. Okay, so we will assign a 8-digit value here, that we have not created this variable yet. So copy it and declare the variable here, and get a 8-digit value by writing code and store it in this 8-digit value variable. So how can you get a different 8-digit value? And this is simple. Use math.flow function, and here we will specify math.random. So basically math.random will return a number, and when we multiply math.random with 10 crore, that means 80 just right after 1, then we'll get a number something like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 point something like this. Whatever, first it will generate a 8-digit number, then point this. So here math.floor, what we'll do, remove this digits just right after the point. Okay, then it will be something like this, just an 8-digit number. Okay, I hope you got it. So by writing this code, we got 8-digit value. We store in this variable, and then we replace the current URL with the meeting URL we have created right here. Okay, so let's test it. First save it, then go to the browser and click on the new meeting. And here you can see we have redirected to our default page, that means index.html page, with a new 8-digit meeting ID. Okay, move to action.html page. So you have seen this new meeting redirect us to a new page in homepage with a new meeting ID. Exactly same way, this button should redirect us to a new meeting, because this both button holds same class new meeting. Okay, so click on the start a meeting, and as you can see, it also redirect us to web conferencing page with a different meeting ID. Okay, so far we have created our landing page and landing page functionality. Okay, so in the next class we'll move to our web conferencing page. First we'll design the page, then we'll step by step move to the dynamic part of our coding, where we'll write JavaScript code to bring functionality to the Google Meet app. Okay, so in our upcoming class, step by step we'll do that.